Okay, so this is cool. Check this out. It's an old stone structure. I don't know exactly what it is yet. Look at that, still standing after how many years? Wow. Yeah, it's like an unsupported wall. It's pretty interesting. The stone's there. It's like interesting. No idea if it was a house or like a pump house or you know what it was. If it was industry or I do not know. Gotta find my way back to the main trail. Alright. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that hike as much as I did. It was a nice one today. Very beautiful day. Clear skies and it was nice and warm, about 50s. I've got something new to try out. Something I've been looking at online for a while and it finally dropped to the price where I was comfortable, trying it out. Well, I don't really know what it is. Some people call it a tent. They call it a tent. It's really more like a tarp, but it's really not either. So the concept seems interesting to me, and I mean it's really light. As you can see, they put it right on there. I have the full-length pole shelter, 1 pound, half an ounce. I like a lot of ventilation. I like being able to see outside. I like being. So I have never set this up before. It is completely new with tags on, which you shouldn't actually do that. You should always test your gear before you bring it out into the field to make sure that everything is in the bag and it works. But I didn't do that so that we can watch it together. So I'm at a small site right off a main trail here. It seems like this is nice and flat and it's already got plenty of moss, which will be good for our pad. Just want to make sure it's not too slanty and just kind of get my lay right. So I'm gonna get the ground tarp, get it on the ground, and start laying on the ground to see what works. All right, here we are. There it is. It's alive. The Marmot Agate 2-person. Like everything's with it. Everything worked out great. They give you just enough stakes, no extra stakes, because there are guy points here to help give it more shape. This pole, which I did not use, this is for if I were to just want to use my trekking poles. I would take the tip off there. Mine's kind of already screwed up, and this would connect onto that. And so I did not need to bring this, but like I said, brought the whole thing as it was, as I got it. And this weighs literally nothing. This is still way lighter than, other tents I have. I think I like it. It's a lot of room in here. Oh, that kind of screws that up. So this is my ground cloth. It goes to another tent I have. They do sell a ground cloth that you have to buy yourself. This I figured would work great, and look, it is. It's great. It's perfect size. And this is what holds the foot end up. This is in this little clip. So I guess it'd be best to have that knot on there. So I got a hole in my. Oh look, I got a hole in my pants from campfire. Look at that, clean through. Whatever. Anyway. But anyway, my point is, I'm not that tall, and I'm just able to sit up here, and this is the very, very end of it. So, it's not the kind of it's not a cozy shelter. It's not the kind of thing you buy to curl up in and spend a bunch of time. This is it's light, it's airy. There's a lot of, I'm not gonna have, I'll be very interested to see how much condensation is in here tomorrow. But it's great. It gives you privacy. I can see right out. It's huge. Oh, look at that. And I don't know, I guess, yeah. I set it up to lay with my head here. But you could do it the other way too, if you wanted. And if you were a small person and you had another small person with you, you could totally fit both of you if you didn't have to put your gear somewhere. Oh, anyway. Ooh, I have a snack. It's cooking. I gotta stir it. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. It's basically like mac and cheese with chilies. Hatch green chili. I feel like that's the new popular thing. I don't know. Honestly, I think it probably just dehydrates really well. I've seen it in a lot of meals like that. Hatch green chilies. The astronauts on the ISS actually just recently grew the first chili peppers in space. They were Hatch green chilies. They made space tacos. It's been all over the news. So, as above, so below. Probably the only thing that wasn't freeze-dried they've ever had up there, right? Sorry, I'm just kind of babbling. I have the camera on, it's gonna die soon, so anyway, check out the witch hazel blooming here. Really pretty. I love this little cool flower. Like I've mentioned before, it's really really helpful for fall time pollinators. And it reminds me, I think it looks like saffron, It doesn't really have a smell, Anyway, gear testing number 2. This is another thing I got. It is time for cold weather camping. And so I wanted to up my insulated sleeping pad gain. Totally lost count of how many puffs it took, but I think it was about 10, probably more than that, maybe 11 or 12. Really nice. I really like it. I'm pretty sure I got the wide crap. I'm pretty sure I got the regular length but wide width, because like I said, I'm a big boy. Oh wow. Yeah, so one thing about these Thermarest very, very warm pads is that they're known to be very noisy. Wow, that's noisy. Yeah, crinkly, I should say. I've heard it wears in a little bit. And I'm very colorful now. Got yellow and green. I'm got orange. My beard is red. My eyes are blue. Cool. Let's go eat that mac and cheese. Oh, I guess while I'm doing reviews, this guy's not that bad. Backpacker's Pantry, super normal stuff. But yeah, the pasta, which I was worried about not being done enough, is very tender, and it's good. It's pretty spicy. If you don't like spicy things, you might think this is too much, but it doesn't last, doesn't linger. I don't really like that hot sauce spicy, which is like, you know what I mean? So, but it's good. I like it. So this is just supper. I'm gonna have dinner later. Whoa, look at my shadow. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's my shadow. Now the fire's going. It's getting cold. This is BS. I do not recommend the Can brand fuel. Oh gosh, what is it even? Yeah, don't recommend that at all. It's very smelly, and it doesn't really burn that good. And every time I take a canister on and off, it always sprays a bunch out. I do not appreciate it. Anyway, tonight's menu is an experiment. These are dehydrated black beans, and I have some packages of instant butter grits. I have some cheese, some cheddar jack cheese, and I have some Mexican seasoning. I tried it last night, and it turned out all right, I think. Make the adjustments I need to make, and it'll be good. So, I think I probably brought too many. They're dehydrated, so yeah, that's a lot. I really want to eat them all, but this cup will probably overflow. Oh shit, I just realized I'm using the wrong cup. Wow, this ended up being really good, actually. This disgusting gruel mess thing I made. Really good. Beans, put the grits, 2 packets of grits in there. Seasoning. I put some nutritional yeast. It's something new for me. I like it. Look that up. And cheese and stuff, and it is good. Best thing I can think to describe it would be like, or I should, like a bean taco, hard shell taco. You took that corn shell and mashed it up with the beans. It's like a burrito. It's like a taco paste. I don't know. It's good. I like it. Ooh, chilly. Good night, fire. Oh, you're still so warm. Really, really hot. Super clear night. Stars are out. Nighttime. Good morning. So yeah, not bad. As you can see, but there is still a decent amount of condensation. Frozen, you can really see it there. There's a pretty good sheet of ice, little sheet of ice here. I have some, as you can see, there's some beads of ice on my quilt here. Oh wow, my water's pretty frozen. Holy crap, I didn't expect that. That's a big chunk in there. I hope this is all okay. Yeah, that's a big chunk. I was not very cold. I was pretty warm. This pad works. I can say that for sure. This whole setup, it works. I was warm. There were times when I got cold. It was a new setup, new pad, new thing. Had to get used to it. So pulling the right things, attaching the right zippers, and you know, once I got everything kind of good, it eliminated all the airflow around me. You know, I could stay pretty warm. My hands out. I'm just lounging. I'm starting to freeze up again. So, thank you daylight savings time for the extra hour of sleep. But now it's time to get up because I'm really cold and I have to pee. Looks like I kicked the center ridge pole at one point. That might be affecting the height. But anyway, this is the first time I really used my 20-degree quilt here in like actual really cold weather. And I was looking at the ice that kind of formed, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's like these little droplets that are all along the seams, and there are some that stuff like fell on some elsewhere, but it seems like each piece of ice is like on the seam. And I'm wondering if that was condensation from my body coming out through these quilt areas and just freezing in a bead. I really wonder if that's what was happening, because I don't really know why else it would look like that. You know, obviously it's only on the top, but yeah, so that's interesting. Hammock gear, 800 fill power, 20 degree. The burrow. It's a custom. So not the warmest thing in the world, but certainly pretty good. And I have an extra. This is one of those down blankets from Costco. They're pretty good if you can find them in store. They always have them online. They're like $60. They work. And the inside's only down, so I mean it works. It helps a lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to get things packed up here. I'm taking the ice with me. Hasn't melted all yet. Even with an extra hour. It takes me forever to get going in the morning. I don't know why. I'm just a lollygagger at heart. Alright, well, I'm just about ready to get going here. Got the fire pit doused and cleaned out a little bit. This is where my tent shelter was. I like to rub stuff up so it doesn't look like somebody just slept here. But This is the Appalachian Trail, and it is off season at this point, so not really that big of a deal. You know, one of the things I got and I didn't bring was a thermometer, a fridge thermometer, so I can see how cold it is. I don't think it's below freezing, and I have a little hand warmer with my filter to keep it from freezing. It was in my pocket all night, and then I shook this up this morning to just make sure I didn't leave it somewhere like it got cold while it was not in my pocket or something. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that with it in my pack, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Yeah, other than that, I'm ready to go. I don't know what I'm talking about. This has no narrative. You going? Yeah, I'm going. And I'm going. Bye, campsite. Thank you. So I just checked the time, and it's 9:46. That means that it would be almost 11 o'clock. That's insane. That's insane to me. I don't know. I like daylight savings time. Screw, you know. I mean, that's a benefit to me today. It's nice we get that. And I know we pay for it in the spring, but I don't know. Daylight savings time, falling back an hour. Everyone's like has to deal with that basic change to the thing we all follow. You know, this like timed schedule. And it kind of like, I don't know, it's not a reset, but I think it helps. I think it has something to do with it. You know, reorienting yourself and thinking about the world in a different way, which, look, it feels like it's been an endless summer and there's no leaves. Wow. Wow. Beautiful out. All right, enough rambling. I gotta get some miles done. So I'm back up on the ridge, and this is where I thought I was gonna camp. There's a campsite up here that I camped at last time I hiked this area, and it was decent and it was dry, but I brought my extra water. And they have logged this area since I was here last. Did not look like this. I say logged, but I don't really know what they did. It could have been a controlled burn. Looks like a selective cut. They obviously left a lot of good wood. And what I remember this place being was just brush. It would have been warmer up here, but again, it just was completely different. The tea berries are fruiting. Oh my gosh. They're everywhere, 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 everywhere. They're really good too. You can eat them. I like suck on the white, like inside, not the seed, not the skin. Yeah. So this, I'm almost positive this is the site I stayed in last time. And the reason I recognize it is because all the grass, you can tell that before they cut down whatever was here, this was already, you know, clear. And I remember it being grassy, and came over here and I thought, could this be? And it is. It's a fire ring. It's just completely grown over. And I remember coming back here and rolling out my sleeping pad and sleeping right there on top of all those berries are now. And some other people came and asked to use the site here too because the shelter was so popular, which it is. There's some people there last night as well. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I would never think of camping here. And this was like a protected private area. And look how different. But look at all the new growth, all the berries, the tea berry, wintergreen. You can see this cut log. That's what gave it away. The sitting log. But yeah, see lots of new growth, which is probably what they did it for. Habitat management. We don't have fires and we don't have large animals roaming around clearing and, you know, creating these clearings. Something grouse habitat or turkey or whatever it is. Oh, look at these nice oaks and this maple here, and just coppery yellow. Oh, I love late fall. Passing the Miles Burn cabin. Heading up. Whew. I do not spend a lot of time on the Appalachian Trail. I think the last time I really hiked on it was the last time I did this loop. Oh, that's not trail. That's not trail. That's not true. I did the Tom Low loop earlier this year. Oh, and then before that we did the Pinnacle from the Port Clinton tract of Michaux State Forest. So I've done other things, but my point is I really don't hike on it a lot, and it's mostly because I've been exploring the northern regions where it's a bit more wild, and but that's my point here, is that this trail is very well maintained, and so it's nice. It's a really nice change of pace. I haven't hit a single blowdown. No blowdowns. Haven't had to duck under or go over anything. Haven't had to go around anything. Nothing's washed out. No mud pits. Of course, that's the area we're in. This is a really good area for trail building. You have a lot of sand at your disposal. Anyway, I digress. It's beautiful out. And I'm enjoying the transition from leaves to no leaves. Is there anyone behind me listening? I haven't made a fool of myself yet doing these recordings. It'll happen sometime. I'll be like pointing out like a pine cone. A group of people will be like, he cares about that pine cone. That's so stupid. Oh, hey Mr. Shadow. Here we are at the penultimate leg of my loop. Taking the Hossack Run Trail down to the Quarry Gap Trail. The thing I walked in on. This is a great place to see the mountain laurel bloom in the early summer. Highly recommend doing a little loop from Caledonia State Park. Walk up the Hossack Run Trail. Take the AT back. Really nice. You're going to see mountain laurel the whole time, but this is really special. You walk through just tunnels of it. Did that past spring, and it was really nice. Can't recommend it enough. Whoa! It drops down. Well, goodbye elevation, goodbye elevation, goodbye. Until next time. Whew. That's Hossack Run. And so actually this trail is known for its rhododendrons, not the mountain laurel. You can see there's tunnels of the rhododendrons. Mountain laurel is on the AT portion, so what I said was true. We did hike this in the spring to see mountain laurel, but in the Hossack Run portion, it's the rhododendrons, which you can hike in early July to see that. Late June, early July. It would be great to come here, see these things bloom. So put those on your list. Wow, that's a nice huge rock. Sight for sore eyes, as usual. Oh, I got that for you. I had a lot of fun. Let's do this again sometime.